Hi, good morning. Today is Wednesday, 21st February 2024, and we have a podcast today. Last Wednesday, it was 14 February 2024, and I forgot to record the podcast. 14 February was Valentine's Day, and also it was Saraswati Puja in India. Saraswati Puja in India is also called Indian Valentine's Day because on this day, on the day of Saraswati Puja, many couple those who are in love they date. I wrote about this. I hope you have read. I just wrote. I mean it's updated, but when you will be listening to the podcast, then I hope you read. Okay. What I mean to say that what I wanted to say is that I updated the note, but I did not obviously published the podcast because the podcast I'm recording now. Okay. So there was Valentine's Day last Wednesday, 14 February. Then also Saraswati Puja, two things, and also um, on 14 February was the last day of my sales campaign of a newly found startup, of my newly found startup, a flower startup. The name is Happiness. So I was running a sales campaign from 7th of February to 14th of February, Valentine's week. Since it's a flower startup, so in the Valentine's week, flower will sell. So based on that idea, I was running the campaign from 7th February to 14th February. Okay, I hope you read these things. So, so today, last Wednesday, I could not record the podcast. I remembered it yesterday only that I forgot to record the podcast last Wednesday. And also, I have a podcast today. Else, I might have missed the podcast, today's podcast as well. Because in between, on some Wednesdays, I missed the podcast. Yesterday evening, when I then again I started. I did the sales campaign of my newly found flower startup from 7th February to 14th February. Then when I was sorry 7th February to 14th February, I did the sales campaign. I got around 5 sales. Then there was, after that, there was pause for some days. 14th was Wednesday, then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. These 4 days again I did not again do the I did not again sat by the street near Ganesh Mandir where I was doing the sales campaign. Then again on Monday I started. Now that was the sales campaign that I was doing from 7th February to 14th February. And so it was the sales campaign. Because of the Valentine's week only I was doing that sales campaign. So that's those 7 days I did. Then I stopped. I paused it, and then again I started on Monday. I started on Monday because while doing the campaign, while I was doing the campaign, I realized that I was doing the campaign. I was sitting there by the street, side by the street, from say around 2 o'clock to 6:30, around that time. Like the idea was that when it will get dark, I will just what do you call? I'll I'll wrap up. I'll close, and I'll close, and then I will come. So um, so during the campaign day, I realized that in the evening time when the sun set, like when the sun set, but it's not fully dark, like that time is like the flower, they look very beautiful around that time. So I thought, like, this should be the this I think this will be the sales time. This will be the time when the sale will happen. This idea I got. So I thought like, okay, then let's do it this way. I sat there for 7 days, and then um, many people saw that, okay, a guy is sitting there with flowers. Many people also asked questions. Many people asked, saw came and saw the flowers. They they asked about it, they asked the price and those things. So I realized that many people may want to purchase, many people liked it, they may want to purchase in the future. So if they see that the guy is not there anymore, they may feel bad, they may feel sad that I wanted to purchase and the guy did not is do not sit there anymore. So I thought that let's do this, that this evening, this time, that after the sun is set, before the dark, during this time, the flowers look beautiful. So I thought like, okay, this should be the sales time, so why not I only sit during this time, around this time every day. And this way, if I see it, then those who want to purchase, they will know that this guy sit there around this time. So they will know that this guy sit there. So if anyone wants to purchase, then they have the option to purchase, they can purchase. So since this is a new startup and there isn't any other channel to purchase, like I'm not selling it any other way, like not in online or not through shops. I visited few gift shops to sell. Okay, I won't discuss much of the things about that, that my newly found startup happiness. I was actually coming to this podcast topic, um, so this has a connection with that. So, so I thought like, okay, then let's do that. So I started from Monday. I started from Monday, and I'm sitting around that time, so that around that time after the sun is set, before it's fully dark, so that if anyone wants to purchase, they can purchase around that time. And yeah, from I my idea is to sit there every day during this time, but not on what do you call Sunday and Wednesday, because on Sunday and Wednesday I sell few other products for another of my startup, that is GOS, that is for my local, what do you call in my only that's an e-commerce startup, that is for my what do you call hometown. That is to the e-commerce, the sale will happen only in for my hometown, not outside my hometown. So GOS, the full form of GOS is Goripur Online Shopping. My hometown name is Goripur. So Goripur Online Shopping. I took the first alphabet of these three words, Goripur Online Shopping. GOS came. GOS, in as I stay in Goripur, is a town in Assam, and in Assam the language is Assamese, and in Assamese GOS means tree. So I thought it's kind of makes sense, because tree, like e-commerce, in e-commerce it's like going electronic, and electronic stands for like stop cutting trees. So I thought it that way it makes sense. And also when I was thinking much on it, the idea, there was many interesting idea was developing on e-commerce. So um, so I started sitting there from Monday during that time. So yesterday when I was coming back home after when the what do you call when it got dark, when I was coming back home during that time, obviously when we mostly it happens like when you are, say, when you are out of work, when you come out of work, or when you are in work, or during work time, you get ideas, you get various ideas. So when I was coming back home, I got this idea that I do not exactly remember exactly how, for what. uh, I got this idea um, that you are busy when you do not do your work. You are not busy when you do your work. Means you the sentence is quite big. I think it can be shortened. You are busy when you not do your work. You are not busy when you do your work. Means when you do your work, when you not do your work, because when you not do your work piles up, your work piles up, your to-do list piles up, your tasks piles up, and you get the sense of busyness, that I have a lot of work to do, I have a lot of work to do, you're busy. But when you do those work, when you always complete your work, when you always complete your tasks, then there isn't any task, and you won't have the busy in your head. You will be free. And I hope that um, that in many times we what do you call we um, um, we say I mean we need to go out for, say we need to go out with family, for example, we need to go out with family. Family said, say family said that will you we want to go somewhere, we want you to also go, will you go? And since say for example you do not do your work, I mean you do not complete all of your work, all of your tasks, you have the sense of busyness, always the work is on your head, so you will say no, I have work to do, I cannot go, I have work to do, I cannot go. But I believe that even if you have lots of work, even if you have lots of work, but if you complete your work, if you complete all of your work in time, all of your tasks in time, doesn't matter how much work you have, how much tasks you have, you will always have time for these things. You'll always have time for the other things in life. I believe this because say if you are completing your tasks on time, if you are completing all of your work, that means that will when you will reach that place, when you will reach that position of completing all of your tasks on time, completing all of your work on time, that means you have become quite a person. I mean to say, you have become, it will be a journey, right? Like say you are the person now, most of us, even me also, even I got this thought yesterday when I was coming back from the sales work, that this you are busy when you do not work, do not do your work, you are not busy when you do your work. I got this yesterday, so I will also be applying this, I will also be work towards it. Most of us, many of us, those who work, we do not complete our work or tasks 100%, right? There are always tasks on our to-do list pending, which time of which have passed, time of which has passed. I mean, there is a right time, there is a right time for every work to do, right? There is a right time for every task to do, but we miss those time, maybe because I do not want to. It's we can it's, to be honest, I mean, I understand it this way. To be honest, we give excuses, like which say, and we give excuses, and we say that and we mean that to ourselves, that it's not excuse, it's a real thing, that i'm busy I'm busy of that work, because of which I cannot do this work. Though the time for this work, say I'm just giving an example, though the time of this work or this task is now, but I'm busy at doing other work, which I'm sure is not. In many cases, it's not. It happens for many reasons, like say fatigue can be, like um, fatigue can be one reason. Then not feeling well can be one reason, because I get this, I mean it is with me that I get fatigue is there, that I get sleepy, I get, if when there is work, too much of work pressure, or I mean I when I work for some time, I get bored, I get not bored to say, I get sleepy. It was I get sleepy. Recently, I guess recently it has lowered down, because I do exercises. I do I when I was working on my first startup, I I started to walk on a path that healthy body, healthy mind, because my first startup was growing, and when my first startup was growing, I got this thought that since this startup is growing and I got lots of work to do, and I wasn't able to do those work because I was like I went to do the work. I go to office. I open my laptop and do the work. I do few work and I get lazy. I get laziness. Not laziness. I get sleepy. Sleepy is the thing. Tiredness, sleepiness, this kind of thing. So I realized that healthy body has healthy mind. If I have a healthy body, then I will have a healthy mind. Then I will be able to work well. So then I started, towards going towards exercises. Previously I used to do gym, jogging, those things where I used to do from small time only, but not like, not with the idea that I will need to improve my health, not with that idea. But I was doing gym and exercise, those things were there, jogging was there, but also it was on and off, not regularly, it was on and off. And in between, when I founded my startup, it was in Kolkata. Now I'm in my hometown Goripur. So then I was like very much, almost um, for many years, 2 years, 3 years, maybe I did not do any exercise or thing, like, just eating and what do you call, eating, just, just roaming and these things, I mean, not exercising, I mean, not taking proper care of my health. So then I started to walk towards healthy body, healthy mind idea. And from that I went towards spirituality. From spirituality I went very deep into it. And then I what do you call, now I'm coming out of it. Now I'm coming out of spirituality because I guess I talked about this thing previously as well, um, that this is not the time for me to get into spirituality. I'll get into spirituality later in my life. This is the time to do fulfill the responsibilities I have towards my life. Say for example, family. Then I left my family. I was leaving my family and I was going towards spirituality, which was not correct, because if I do not complete one responsibility and if I go towards one thing, then it's like it won't be fulfilled. My spirituality won't be fulfilled. But those things I got being in the spirituality when I was obviously, right, like I was in spiritual path. Then I realized that, okay, so um, so so I um, now, so the reason I was doing exercise with the healthy body, healthy mind idea, I was doing exercise for a long time. So it I like I'm like I've progressed. It's many years now. It's many years. I'm doing continuously. I progressed. I'm doing meditation, then pranayama, then exercises like to build body exercises, muscle building exercises. Stopped. I am doing like now I'm doing few yoga exercises and those things. So doing those things like meditation, I started during that time, and meditation has also progressed, which gave clarity of mind. So slowly, you know now I what do you call, now also this fatigueness is that that thing is there, the tiredness or that sleepiness still there, but it's very much lower, very much less than before, but still there. Energy is now, energy is good. Energy is good, thought process is good, thinking is good. It's I since of doing this, doing meditation, yoga, and following that healthy body, healthy mind idea, health is better than before, but health should be much better. My health, I'm still many weak inside. I should be much more stronger because I have many projects to work. I when start to work, I when I start to get into business, I get many ideas. So I end up like, I think I told you about this as well, that I started many projects. I have, like, if I start to work on those projects, it's like I will be busy whole day, very 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 busy. So, and to work on those many projects, I will need to be very what do you call? I'll need to be very. I need to reach the success of healthy body healthy mind idea that I started walking towards. So um so yes, so now I'm like much now I when I do my work, it's much good than before, but still it's still I'm not in that place that to I complete all of my work on time. This idea also, this thing that I'm saying, few times I said that to complete task on time, there's a time for every task. This thing I realized, this thing I realized to say, I think, not think, to say, while being on a spiritual path. What happens is, when you are on spiritual path, you observe many things. You observe many things through your mind, or through your through your inner self. You observe many things. So one of these things that I have observed, that there is a time for every work, there's a time for every task, and you should do your task on time, and you should do your task on that proper time. So I do that, but I do not do that 100%. I do not do that 100% because when I was very much into spirituality, I was when I was going deep into spirituality, I was what do you call, I was like I was following these things. But when I started coming out of spirituality, many thing again, because when in spirituality you are a very good person, you are a very you because you want to become a good person. And when I'm coming out of spirituality, many good thing those I was doing are slowly getting less, slowly getting actually um, okay, let me put it this way. I went towards spirituality, and now I'm coming out of spirituality. Now, spirituality is what? Spirituality is like, say, say, let's take an example of fast and slow. Okay, fast and slow. We are fast. We are fast. We are very fast. Okay. Now, fast should not be the thing, right? We should go slow, calm. We should go slow. Okay, if not slow, slow is not the word, calm. We should always go calm. Now, if you get the difference, like you're very fast and calm, you're going calm. You're going calm is like, is happened when I was like in the spiritual, when you go into spirituality, when you get into spirituality, when you progressed in spirituality, you get this calmness. Let me say another thing, that earth earth is earth is spiritual. Earth is spiritual because earth is life. Earth is life, right? So earth is spiritual. Now earth is um, this earth is dhi. Dhi means the speed of earth is dhi. Dhi means it's a speed um, that cannot be compared with fast or slow. It's a dhi can be fast as well, dhi can be slow as well. So dhi means it's like you are very calm. Dhi means you're very calm, very calmer. You're very calm. So when you get into spirituality, and like I said, like earth is spiritual. So when you get into spirituality, you get in dhi self. And I was meditating. So I went in dhi self. So when you go in dhi self, and I was and when you go into spirituality, your many habits change, your many perspective change. So when I'm coming out of spirituality, now dhi is uh, to explain you another way, dhi is like when you're in dhi, say in meditation, when you meditate, you are in dhi. You are not by you are not going by yourself, but you leave yourself. you leave yourself on meditation, right? And you go with the flow. When you go with the flow, say like a water is going in a flow, right? Now something comes, that water stops. Now you imagine that this dhi to being the water, something comes and the water stops, but water is still in the dhi mode, because the water will cross, but the water has stopped. Now the thing that has stopped, if that the thing that has stopped the water, say either that thing has side by, or water has side by, and water has crossed. Now you see, when the water stopped there, water did not forcefully wanted water did not forcefully go, forcefully tried to go. Water was there in the dhi self. Water was there. Water did not wanted to forcefully go, because water wanted to, there is a what water wanted to um, be with the thing which has stopped the water, because that thing has maybe came in the way of water for many reasons. So maybe the water wanted to give that thing to pass by, something like that. So the water did not want to force that thing and make water's way. Water did not wanted to do that. So water stopped there in the dhi mode. And so when say that thing also, when the say that thing, like by that thing also in the every one of us in dhi mode, in our inner self, and that is, and obviously water, and that is water, not a human, water. And the thing that is stopped, maybe anything it can be. So those are part of nature in dhi mode. So when that thing passed, then water, now the water can go, then the water went. So this example I gave, our mind, when we are in meditation, our mind is like that. Our thoughts, there are many thoughts in our mind, and this thoughts blocks with many reasonings, many things, right? Like maybe we are sad on someone, maybe we are happy on someone. We stop by and we observe that, we have observed that thought. So when you're in dhi mode, you stop there. When a thought comes, such thought comes, you stop there. You stop there, and let that thought or emotion, thoughts, that is emotion, right? Be it happiness, whatever. So you let that emotion open up. You let that emotion open up to its fullness. You do not force there. You do not force yourself that uh, forced to think or forced to pass by that thought and you cross. You do not do that in meditation, because in meditation you leave yourself. So when that, say you stop there, doesn't matter how much time it takes, for that thought to complete. Till the time it takes time to that for that thought to complete, you stay there. When the thought has completed and it's solved, then you cross that. So I was like, when I was into spirituality, I went like in dhi mode this way. So since it's in dhi mode, so coming out of, when I'm coming out of spirituality, I should be coming out of spirituality like slowly, not fast. Like, because I went too deep into many things. Now I should be, if I should be slowly coming out of those things. I mean, properly solving each and everything and come out of that thing. But that thing is not happening because of the most of us, obviously you are, if you're listening to this podcast, then you are a work person, business person, professional person. You'll understand it very well that those who are in work, business, startups, entrepreneurs, we are like, many of us, if not all, but many of us are very, like, we have a pressure from home, or we have lots of pressure that, even though we want to do creative things and take time on doing things, if you take time on doing things, but still we are like but still we, I mean, we at times get into this this pressure, this pressure. Like for example, for me it is that when I went towards spirituality, I was not working, right? It was like very trouble for my family. Those who are not, I mean, many people will not understand you, or many people will, even if they understand you, they will not being they will not understand your deeper spiritual self. They will understand you, but they will have their thought which is correct. My mom used to tell me that this is not your time to get into spirituality, come out of it, so you should be working and those things my mom used to tell me. So I in hurry, not in hurry. I now I since I realized that yeah, I have like so many years I have not worked. My sister is running the family. I should be giving money to my family. I should be improving the financial condition of my family. So because of this, I cannot, I cannot now, what do you call, slowly come out of my spirituality. This I the deep spirituality I went. I'm like coming out of it, like not super fast, but I'm coming out of it, like like many things. For example, um, um, when I went towards spirituality, um, and I used to before keeping chappal, before keeping shoe, I used to see if there is any ant or any insect is there. I won't if I see it very well. I see it very well, and then I keep my chappal or shoe. At times this take much time because these ant insects they are very small, and you may miss. So I see it very closely, and they are not there. I put my chappal and shoe. These things take time. So now I'm not giving that much time to these things, and I'm quickly seeing not there. I keep. With this, I know many ant are dying, but I kind of made a friendship with them, and during this friendship I hope they have understood that I kind of told them that you should not be coming on the way where human walks or where human stays. You should find your own place. Don't roam around where the humans are there, because that way you will die. So I hope they have understood it, and they won't. I and kind of I have seen it's lesser nowadays. I see ants little less than previously. Still some are there, and I mean while walking I always see like if ant is there or any insect there, or I observe these things. I still observe these things, but not like very deep before, but I still observe these things. So the so I'm coming out of my spirituality now, not fully. So during this spirituality I realized that there there's a proper time to do every task, and you should be doing your task on time. You should be doing your work on time. And I'm not fully doing it, but I do it. I do it, but not fully do it. I will do it. I mean, this is there in my mind, it is there, so I will do it. I will try to complete all of my work on time. And I believe when I will do it, when I'll try to complete all of my work in time, when I'll do it, I believe I will achieve this. I'll achieve this, that you are busy when you do not work. You are not busy when you do your work. If I achieve this to complete my tasks on time, complete my work on time, then I will, would you call, then I will, um, would you call, find time for other things. And things will there are another things that I have learned during my spiritual time, that there are many what do you call um, um, I mean not learned, actually clarity of mind. This gave me this idea that there are many what do you call uh, work which say um, um, that I should not be doing now. Like say if I did not had this clarity, then I I mean I should have done I should have done task. I do task which I should not be doing now. Because of this clarity, I now know that I should not be doing this task now. I should be doing this task later on. I should be doing this task now. So this clarity is there. Being walked on spiritual path from around 2014 or something. I went towards spirituality probably. So being on spiritual path, I today is this is 2024, so it's like around 14 20 25, around 10 years. So around 10 years, I like, now I'm coming out of spirituality. I learned many things. It helps being on spirituality helped me many ways. Helped me many ways. So um, anyways, so I may talk about that in another podcast. Not like, though since this podcast is all about work, so in that podcast I may say that how, what are the work related things that I have learned or benefited being on spirituality. I'll make that kind of one podcast. So I'm also still not what do you call, walking on that path, that to complete all tasks or work on time. But I will, since this is there in my mind, that what do you call, to complete your tasks on time, to complete your work on time, that there is a time for every work, there's a time for every task, and you should be doing the task on time. Since this is there on my mind and I'm not doing it 100%, so I'll do that 100%. So I'll walk towards achieving that 100%. And if I achieve that 100%, then I believe I'll achieve this. You are busy when you do not do your work. You are not busy when you do your work. So when I will do my work or tasks on time, then my tasks will be completed on time. And also, if I have reached that place, it's a journey, it will be a journey, right? And in journey you learn many things. In a journey you learn many things. So during this journey, and when achieving this thing, the end of the achieving this thing is like quite a thing that you have achieved. You become a quite a person. So achieving in this journey, while on this journey I learn many things. One of the things, like the example that I gave you, that I should not be doing this task now, this task I'll be doing later on. So I will realize that now that I'm busy because of so many things, that on my head I'm busy, I need to do this, I need to do that. When I'll reach that, when I'll become that quieter person, when I've reached that there, I'll realize that, to be honest, I do not need to do this task now. This task can be done later on. This task can be done now. And I see then there is only few, there is only little, or there is this much. So so um, so I what do you call, so since that is there in my mind, so I'll walk towards it, and I hope to what do you call, and I'll walk towards achieving it. And when I'll achieve that, to complete task on time, I'll achieve this. You're busy when you do not do your work. You're not busy when you do your work. And yeah, so and this I what do you call, this I realized, this thought I got yesterday when I was coming back from my that's from my sales work of flower startup. Because when we come back from work, we what do you call, we think, I mean, we think many ideas about work, or many things that work on your head, right? Many thoughts that come. So this thought also that come, actually this thought comes, this thought came, like I like busy, I visualized Mahadeva, to be I visualized Mahadeva. How I visualized is that I do not much remember what was the whole thing I thought, but this is what I thought, that Mahadeva obviously is a very busy person, right? Now, if Mahadeva is a very busy person, Mahadeva calmly sits beside Parvati. Calmly sit beside Parvati. Now, if Mahadeva, being such a busy person, can calmly sit beside Parvati and can give the time Parvati wants from Mahadeva, right? Now, being Mahadeva has lots of work to do, quite obvious, right? Now a person who has lots of work to do, sorry, not have lots of work to do, who does lots of work, obviously Mahadeva is a Mahadeva Mahadeva is a tantric. Mahadeva works on the um, cremation ground, on the samsan. So he's a busy person. It's like Mahadeva is a very busy person. That's what I understand. Mahadeva is always working. He's a busy person, right? So if Mahadeva, being such a busy person, can give time calmly to Parvati, then I mean, obviously Mahadeva is Mahadeva. Mahadeva, I mean, I mean, he is an yogi. He is an yogi, and he is of, obviously Mahadeva. I mean, we all dream of, or we all dream of. We we want to become like Mahadeva. We want to become like Mahadeva. So if Mahadeva can, so the idea came from there. So since he's a busy, and person like him will obviously never keep task pending, never keep work pending. So that is the reason he is able to calmly sit beside his wife Parvati, because he always does his work on time. He always does his task on time. So he is not busy. He is not busy. So the idea came, that then this thought came, that you are busy when you not do your work. You are not busy when you do your work, because when we do not do our work, that tension of our work goes on in our head. Tension of the tasks goes in our head. That we need to work on our task. We are busy. We are busy actually in our mind. We are very busy, and in physically also, in literally also, we are busy, because it's like if you're not doing our task on time, it gives the it starts giving the busyness and tension and headache in our head. And because of the tension and headache in our head, we at times do the mistakes. We do what not supposed to do. This kind of things happens. And when you are like when you do your work on time, it's clear on your mind. You are then calm. You are calmer. You'll see you're not busy anymore. And like I said, it's a journey. When you reach that place, that to complete your tasks on time, and you are not busy, to complete your tasks on time, when you reach this place, that is, then you're quite a person. Then you learn a lot more things. And one of the things that you learn is that there are many more tasks or work that we think like that is in our to-do list that we need to do now, is not really need to do now. Many of them can be postponed. And you will see that, okay, I have few. And you will see, completing that, your mind is clear, headache is gone. And you have a time for other things in life. So it is important that we complete tasks on time, that we complete our work on time. So this is all about this is our podcast. This is all about our podcast today. I hope this podcast helps. And there are many things to many interesting things comes up when I was talking in this podcast. But no worries. What I wanted to say, I hope I'm able to put it properly, and I hope you have understood, and I hope this helps you, and I hope this helps you. So thank you for listening. You have a nice time. Tada, bye bye.